everyone, it's Melissa, and on today's video we will be doing an unboxing for the October 2021 Jesse James Beads Magical Mystery Bead Box. Let's see what's inside. The theme for this month is Pantone 2021 to 2022 Fall and Winter. And there's 10 colors that make up the Pantones for this season. Very neat. What's inside? 10 fun size bead mixes. Each mix features one of the Pantone 2021 to 2022 fall colors. Let's take a closer look at the mixes. This box was jam-packed with beads, and there's 10 of them, all colors sorted. So I'll show you all the colors, and then I'll go ahead and open up the packages. First mix we have is Mykonos Blue. Hopefully I said that right. Beautiful shades of blue. We have the Jesse James metals. Looks like some sea glass, some matte coloring, large rondels in gold. These really pretty blue flowers. Very beautiful mix. It's going to be very fun to design with. Next up we have Illuminating. Bright pops of yellow. This just reminds me of a sunflower when I see this mix. Absolutely gorgeous. We have large bead caps that probably go on the crystals on there. We have more metals, some rondels, and this has the silver metals with it. But you can always mix and match. Rose gold or copper would look really pretty with this. Really bring out some harvest colors. That's Illuminating. Then we have the mix in Leprechaun. We have a little polymer clay leaf, and then ceramic beads. I really love when they add the ceramic beads to the bead mixes or bead strands. It really kind of jazzes up the design. Looks different shades of green, and then we have some fancy metals on the back. Very detailed. There's like some flowers on there and some swirls. And we'll take a closer look at the mixes in just a little bit. Then we have Fire Whirl. How pretty. Have some pave beads, some gold, and some cage crystals. Those are really fun to make some earrings with. This mix would pair really well with the new Dakota Stones line they just launched, or that Harvest collection. And you get some sparkly red beads in the back. Gorgeous. Then we have Adobe. We're only halfway through this box. This is amazing how many beads you get in here. This one would go really well with the Adobe bead kit from the Dakota Stones as well. Cage beads, it looks like. Pave beads, glass beads. Oh, this is going to be super fun to work with. We have Spring Lake. Just that refreshing blue. And some large hole beads. Very pretty. Then you have some tassels, your spacers, some little crystals. I call them little stardust crystals or starburst crystals, just the faceting on them. A little bit of that matte finish. Gorgeous color. Next we have Fuchsia Fedora. How pretty. Gotta have pink. And these beads, look how pretty these are. These teardrops, they would look really good wire wrapping. Maybe adding a tassel to them. Oh, and there's little tassels in the mix. And then we have some like mermaid glass, and that pink is just kind of glowing as I turn it. And you have the gold, like the little stardust beads here. How pretty. And some more beads in the back. This one's full of sparkle. This one's a really gorgeous color. And we have Rhodonite. And this one would go really well with that Rhodonite set that they just released as well. You have some bead frames, some pave beads, more tassels. This one looks like it's in the silver palette. Some glass pearls and some bead caps. Super neat. Next we have Root Beer. This looks like it would pair well with the ice cream mix collection they had over the summer. Also, you could do the fall. And this one, they kind of mix the metals. They have a little bit of the copper in there with the silver and just the browns. This would go really well with that adobe. Just mix those in there. How neat. And last but not least, pale rosette. How beautiful. It's got the little flowers in there. Perfect for making wire wrapped rings or earrings. Just like in a little rose gold. It's got some pearl bead clusters, some sparkles. It's just that light pink. Super cool. So those are all 10 of the bead mixes, and we're going to go ahead and take a closer look at each one of them. This is Mykonos Blue. When I was sorting out all the beads, I thought you have one or two of each little bead, it would be perfect for earrings. And since it is almost the holiday season, how perfect is that? You have pretty much every color in here that you could make a pair of earrings for somebody. How awesome. So you have these large bead caps, and these crystals here, and they're faceted. They have a little silver sheen on them. Some daisy spacers, some gold beads, and these beautiful blue flowers. These ones here, and they're almost like a little rubberized texture. And you have these giant rondels, little teardrops in a metallic blue, the frost color. They're clear on one side, and then they have that blue, and then the large holed pave rondel beads here. Some crystal glass beads. Oops, little bead caps getting away. And you have these blue beads here. Beautiful set. This is the bead mix in Leprechaun. You have some metal beads, you have the bead caps, then you have like some filigree beads, more bead caps, and you get to your green beads. You have this beautiful little leaf, the ceramic bead, little green and blue, almost like an aurora borealis matte finish on it. You have the little coin beads, and they look like they're a dyed magnesite, but to fit in with the color palette. You have some green wooden square beads, then the lava beads in that green tone, some green crystals, and some little green, dark green crackle beads. Super pretty mix. It's got the dark greens. This would be a really good color for Christmas, and you could pair it with Fire Whirl. This is your bead mix in Illuminating. Talk about the pop of color. These beads right here, they're faceted, and oh, do they sparkle. They are absolutely gorgeous. This would be really pretty as a sun catcher. Yeah, those are so cool. And they fit on the very large bead caps as well. So if you wanted to add a little metal embellishment to it or an accent, those are perfect. You have the rondels here. These ones are fairly large. They're gorgeous. Those will look really good with it as well. And you have one of the glass beads, like a table cut bead, some yellow crackle beads, and you have some bead caps and some silver spacers, clear yellow spacer rondels, and some small, almost like a little shimmer or a sheen to them. And you have these cube cuts, and they look like a mustard yellow, and then on the inside they're a lighter yellow. Super neat, colorful mix. And then you have, of course, your little matte yellow beads as well. Very pretty mix. These ones here have to be my favorite. Next is Fire Whirl. These are all the beads in this mix, from the cute little dangles, more of the table cut glass beads, or even like a check glass beads they could be. Very pretty crystals, got a little AB shimmer to it. Gorgeous. Large rondels, these little cute, kind of like little spikes, but they're large holes, so they could probably fit about a 2 or 3 millimeter leather through that. Maybe do like a braided kumihimo and put those on there. You have your pave beads, your glass crystals with a little bit of the sheen on them, cage crystals, and you have the little cubes here, or the rectangles. Those are really cute, like a coral color. Then you have these glass beads. Pretty. They almost look like the little cherries on a sundae. There's that color on them. Gorgeous mix. Oh, and then you have these 8 millimeter crystals. gorgeous color, and that is Fire Whirl. This is the mix in Spring Lake. Beautiful blue colors. It's perfect. It's just like a lake and it's just very calming. You have these little square charms with like the resin and the wood mixed on them. Miniature golden rondelles, and you have the ceramic beads, and they have a large hole on them. Probably get a 1mm cord through there or a leather. Some metal beads, and then you have your glass beads, and the beautiful tassels. It's really loving this colorway. It's very pretty with the different shades. You have a dyed magnesite large hole bead. You have the silver spacers, and those are in crystal AB. You have these beautiful teardrop beads. It almost has that cat eye finish to them. Some glass beads. And these ones are really pretty. They're almost like a crystal clear. You turn them to the side, and then you get that blue color to them. And they are faceted, so they pick up that sparkle. It's going to be really pretty. Maybe put a rondelle in between there. It's going to be pretty. Then you have more of the little starburst ones as well. The little faceting on them. This is a really pretty mix. This is probably one of my favorite ones in this set. This is your mix in root beer. Gorgeous colors. From the large hole rondelle spacer beads to the metal ones, the metal coins. They're almost embossed. Then you have some more little spacers. I love these because it just gives so much texture and design element to your piece. And you have some copper, clear crystal. Those are the little, not the mini ones, just probably the step up from them. You have some beads, and then you have little briolets. Those are super fun to wire wrap. And you have some red cubes, some frosted chocolate beads, and the 6mm. You have these ones here that are like the little lava beads in the colorway for root beer. Super fun, nice earthy tones and very complimentary in the harvest and almost like. This is Fuchsia Fedora. Talk about vibrant colors again. This pink is just, it's epic. It's awesome. And you have your 8mm mermaid glass and the matte coloring. You have these beautiful teardrops. Definitely going to wire wrap those and turn those into earrings. You have some dark crackle fuchsia beads, and then these really pretty briolets. They almost have like a little gold sheen or shimmer, just kind of either sprayed on them or just on the top coat of the glass. Super nice. You have these really pretty flower beads. These are fun to put a head pin through and make into like little hibiscus flowers. You have some tassels. You have the stardust beads, and those would be pretty just to add the little tassel onto them. And you have some golden bead caps, little golden seashells, and some glass beads, and then some rose colored, like a dark rose color, glass pearls. Gorgeous set. Cannot wait to create with this one. This is definitely where inspiration, starts. It's gorgeous. I wanted to show how well the Jesse James Beads rhodonite mix from Dakota Stones and Jesse James Beads does match the rhodonite mix that you receive in your magical mystery bead box. The colors are spot on. You could add a little tassel to them, to the blue gold stone. And then you have these ones here. I believe it's a demortarite as well as the rhodonite with the set. It is absolutely gorgeous. Any of these beads would work great with this collection. This is your bead mix in rhodonite. You have your large hole beads, your silver bead frames. You have tassels, little teardrop with some different colors in it, like a purple and a gold. Your glass pearls. You have these beads here and there. It could be a 12 or a 14mm, and they are faceted. A little bit of a gold in them, more of that violet and purple color. Gorgeous. You have more of the starburst crystals in a dark blue, some check glass beads, more of the little teardrop. It almost has like a little purple shade of it, like a tanzanite color. Gorgeous, gorgeous. You have these bead caps, or you can use them as connectors or spacers because they are flat. So you can just add a jump ring or just connect your soft flex wire right onto the bead cap. That is rhodonite. This is your bead mix in Adobe. I think I have a new favorite. This is absolutely beautiful. It's perfect for autumn, from the pave bead and almost has like a topaz crystal to the bead caps to your large crystal 8mm, like a smoky topaz, and then these beautiful faceted oval beads. You have some teardrops that match that, some filigree beads, gorgeous. Hanging a little teardrop off of them. You have these beads here, and this would match perfectly for that mix, the golden one with the carnelian off Jesse James Beads. You have some more of the glass, check glass beads, and these cute little orange, almost like a pearlesque color. They're a pretty interesting cut. You have some spacer beads in that gorgeous color. Super fun mix. Let's not forget the big bead caps as well. Perfect. This mix is absolutely beautiful. Can't wait to design with this one. And last but not least is Pale Rosette. I love the pretty tones of the pink in here. You have your rose gold. You have some crystals. Almost have like the moonstone color to them with like a golden sheen. Your large faceted pink crystals. You have your rectangle beads. Little glass pearl bead ball. You can hang a little snowflake off of that. Maybe one of the little flowers, wire wrap that on. You have your glass crystals that have an AB finish. These beads here, the large hole, you could probably put a 1.5mm cording through them. They have clear crystals bezeled set in the center. You have some glass beads here with an AB finish, a little specialty cut, and these adorable pink flowers. This is such a pretty mix, and this is Pale Rosette. If you enjoyed today's video, please visit jessejamesbeads.com and look under Magical Mystery Bead Box under their subscriptions to subscribe to your very own Magical Mystery Bead Box. Thank you so much for watching today's video. Don't forget to like and subscribe to see future videos. Have a wonderful day.